What is up, everybody? It's your boy Anderson here, following Jesus Christ. And the way that I came to Jesus Christ was through sleep paralysis. I experienced a very, very, very terrifying sleep paralysis experience, and that led me to discovering Jesus Christ, the real Jesus Christ. And so here I am. That happened many years ago. That happened during the pandemic. The pandemic 2020. The year of Satan, the year of the devil himself. And I decided to start this channel so that people can know more about Jesus Christ, the real Jesus Christ. And so today's video's title is "Why People Leave Christianity for New Age and Witchcraft." Now, I've never done witchcraft, at least to my knowledge, and not that I know of or was conscious of. I have not done witchcraft, like, I don't know, playing with like herbs and like whatever, like Wicca or any of those things. I never messed with that. But I was into the new age, which is law of attraction, gemstones, astrology, meditation. Um, I think Hinduism adds. I mean, I can say Hinduism is part of like the new age because they do meditation and all of that, and they talk about energy, chakras, chakras, all that type of stuff. It's mainly the law of attraction, how to get the things that you want, which is still very materialistic. So I was into the new age. And one of the reasons why I'm gonna tell you why I got into the new age and is going to explain why many people go into the new age. Okay? Because I didn't hate Jesus Christ. I knew that Jesus Christ was a good man. I didn't accept him as as my Lord and Savior. I didn't accept him as God Himself. But Jesus, I didn't have anything against Jesus Christ, right? Maybe some of the things that He said that bothered me, but other than that, um, I just didn't like the church. And I think many people feel that way, where like they love Jesus but they hate the church. I think that's the problem. And so I went my own way trying to improve my life throughout the years. And I got into like self help, right? Which is like Tony Robbins, the self help industry, self help books. And then the self help made way for the new age, because once you get into meditation, then you get into the law of attraction, then you get into a whole bunch of other stuff, right? And the gemstones. I was already into astrology, but that's how it is. The thing about the new age is that it makes you feel like you are in control of your life. Okay? Because when you're a Christian, you have to depend on God. And a lot of people feel like, I don't want to depend on God. Why am I depending on God? Right? That's how a lot of people feel like, God, like, why isn't God helping me now? I don't want to depend on God. I want to do something now. That's how a lot of people feel. That's how I felt throughout my life, right? And so, um, yeah, and that's what people get into the new age, because they feel I'm in control. I can make things happen, and I'm powerful. I'm strong. The universe loves me or whatever. I can manifest, right? And if you're into witchcraft, then, especially like women are very powerful in witchcraft, right? But the problem with all those things with the new age and witchcraft is that it attracts demons. So you might experience like some good things. Maybe you will manifest some things into your life, but then later on you will crash and burn. Okay, that's what it happens. Like, people will get something, right? People will like attract something into their life with like following new age or witchcraft, but then it's temporary. It doesn't last. It's not very durable. Or they'll try to attract a soulmate, and then like they'll meet somebody, but that relationship it's not very solid. Like within 6 months to a year, it's over. Is because the relationship has nothing solid to stand on. Whereas if you're following the words of God, the Bible, biblical marriage, then you have something. Then a marriage has something to stand on. Everybody has a role. The man does this, the woman does this, And in the New Age and witchcraft, it's like, oh, just do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt anybody. There's no rules. That's what makes New Age and witchcraft weak. There's no rules. That's why witchcraft and New Age are weak. There are no rules. I'm telling you, I've been there. I've met many people in in New Age. I went to visit a Hindu guru, a meditation guru. I went to I've done it, man. I've done it all. I went to see like a spiritual dude like that does. I've done the whole thing. I went to see spiritual people trying to improve my life, and there's no discipline. There's no discipline. There's nothing solid. It's just do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt anybody. And that's the problem. That's what makes it weak. Like whenever you do something or if you get something out of New Age or witchcraft, it's going to crumble. It's going to crumble. You know, that's just how it is. Another reason why people choose New Age and witchcraft over Jesus Christ is because they don't really know Jesus Christ. The church talks about Jesus Christ, but they don't truly know. Or like, you ever seen those preachers that go up to you and they're like, "Oh, like if you don't become a Christian, then you're going to hell, right? You're going to hell. You're going to hell." That's all they talk about. You're going to hell. You're going to hell. But nobody ever talks about Jesus Christ, like that Jesus Christ loves them and he wants to save them and he doesn't want you to go to hell and he wants you to follow his commandments, Jesus Christ's commandments, um so that you're not taken by evil, so that you're not taken by demons, so that you're not taken by Satan, so that you don't go to hell. Right? They don't truly know who Jesus Christ is. They don't truly know why Jesus Christ is so popular, why Jesus Christ died on the cross. You know, they just think that he's just some popular guy in history that died on a cross, that got nailed to a cross. That's all they know. They don't truly know Jesus. That's one of the many reasons, and this is the fault of the church, because the church does a bad job at telling people about Jesus Christ. You know, so that's it. You know, this is why people leave Christianity for witchcraft and the New Age. You know, is because of this particular reason. I was in it, and I told you my story. If you like what I had, if you like this story, if you like anything I had to say, comment below. Tell me what you think. Are you in the New Age? Are you into witchcraft? Are you following Jesus Christ? Let me know, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you, and may the Lord give you favor. Godspeed.